questions 1 through 10 on the 2017 Grade 11 Fermat Math Contest. The value of 6 times 2017 minus 2017 times 4 is. You can just factor out the 2017 and you're left with 6 minus 4. And then that's going to be 2017 times 2, which is 4034. So number 1, the answer is D. In the diagram, how many of the 1 by 1 squares are shaded in the 8 by 8 grid? Well, what we can do is, if it's an 8 by 8 grid, then there's 64 of those squares, and we can count them all, or we can count the ones that are not shaded, which is just 8 and 7, which is 15, and then subtract from 64. Either way, if you do that, it's 49. There's also, these are all 7s, right? So it's 7 times 7 that are shaded, so 49. Either way, you get 49. So number 2, the answer is E. Three different numbers from the list 2, 3, 4, 6 have a sum of 11. What is the product of these numbers? Well, those numbers are most likely 2, 3, and 6 because the sum is 11. So now they want you to figure out the product of those three numbers. So that's going to be 2 times 3 times 6, which is 36. So number 3, the answer is C. The graph shows the volume of water in a 300-liter tank as it is being drained at a constant rate. What rate is the water leaving the tank in liters per hour? Well, 300 divided by 25. That's the rate at which the water is leaving the tank. It's essentially the slope of that line. Rise over run, basically. And you guys know about that. So this is just 12. So number 4, the answer is A. A sketch of y is equal to negative 2x squared plus 4 could be. Okay. Well, first thing you notice is the coefficient in front of that 2 is negative. So that means the parabola points downward like that. So that immediately eliminates A and B. Okay, now we've got to figure out which one of the remaining ones. Y is equal to minus 2x squared plus 4. When x is 0, y will be 4. Well, which one of those gives you the point 0.04? It's this one. This is the only one. So there you go. Number 5 is D. Amelia writes down the numbers 5, x, and 9. Valentin calculates the mean of each pair of these numbers and obtains 7, 10, and 12. The value of x is. So those three means are 5 plus x divided by 2, x plus 9 divided by 2, and 5 plus 9 divided by 2. Well, this one is easy. 5 plus 9 is 14 divided by 2 is 7. So that takes care of that one. So the 10 and 12 must be these two. I think this one is the 12, and I think this one is the 10 because this is bigger because that's x plus 9, and this is only x plus 5. Solving for this, we get 5 plus x is equal to 20, and therefore x is 15. Solving for this, we get x plus 9 is 24, and therefore x is 15. So it all works out. Number 6, the answer is B. If x is a solution, x equals 1 is a solution of x squared plus ax plus 1 is 0, then the value of a is. Substitute x equals 1 into that equation, and when you do, you get 1 squared plus a times 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So that means 1 plus a plus 1 is 0. A plus 2 is equal to 0. A is equal to negative 2. So number 7, the answer is E. If 1 over 2n plus 1 over 4n is equal to 3 over 12, then n equals. Okay, multiply top and bottom by 2, get a common denominator. That gives me 2 plus 1 over 4n is equal to 3 over 12. And let's see here, that gives me 3 over 4n is equal to 3 over 12. So that means the denominators are equal. 4n is equal to 12. Therefore, n is 12 divided by 4, which is 3. Number 8, the answer is E. Camille turned her computer off at 5 p.m. Friday, at which point it had been on for exactly 100 hours. At what time did Camille turn her computer on? So we've got to go backwards from Friday at 5 p.m., 100 hours. Okay, well, 100 hours is 96 plus 4. Well, 96 is 4 times 24, 4 days. So we've got to count back 4 days. So Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday at 5 p.m. would be exactly 4 days behind. But we have to go another 4 hours behind that because it's not 96, it's 96 plus 4. So minus 4 hours, and that puts me at 1 p.m. on Monday. So number 9, that would be choice D. The sum of 4 different positive integers is 100. The largest of these 4 integers is n. The smallest possible value of n is. So we have 4 numbers, and when you add them up, we get 100. And we want to make sure that this guy, which is n, is the smallest possible. Okay. And the key here is that they're different. That's a very important word that I hope you did not skip over. The fact that they're different. All right, let's try some trial and error here. If they are equal, they'd be all 25s, but they can't be equal. So let's try something in the vicinity of 25. So say 24, 26, 23, and 27. Does this equal 100? It does. So n could equal 27. But let's try something else. Let's see if there's any other. When I look at my answer choices here, they want the smallest, and this is the second smallest of the answer choices. The only thing smaller is 26. So let's see if 26 can work. 25, 24, and 23. Well, when you add these up, this equals 7 plus 11, 98. So as you can clearly see, that doesn't work out. So n equals 27 is the one that is the smallest, and therefore number 10, the answer is D.